Prince Michael of Kent has faced ongoing criticism regarding his associations with Russian businessmen. However, recently, an investigation by The Times has been published, alleging that the royal has connections to a Russian financier. This financier is believed to be a close associate of an oligarch linked to Vladimir Putin. The investigation revealed that Prince Michael's office had requested the Foreign Office to expedite a UK visa for the Russian financier, Maxim Viktorov, in 2018. It is important to note that Viktorov was not included in the list of sanctioned individuals at that time. However, he had ties to Boris Rotenberg, an oligarch under sanctions and believed to be part of Putin's inner circle. Prince Michael, the first cousin of the late Queen Elizabeth, had a previous career as a Russian interpreter and later transitioned into consulting after a 20-year military service. Let's look at his life, including the controversies throughout the years. Early life and education. Michael George Charles Franklin was born on July 4, 1942, in Coppins, Iver, Buckinghamshire. He is widely known as Prince Michael of Kent. He is the youngest child of Prince George, who was the fourth son of King George V and Queen Mary. Furthermore, Prince George is the younger sibling of Prince Albert, who later became King George VI and is the father of Queen Elizabeth. His mother, Princess Marina, was the daughter of Prince Nicholas of Greece and Denmark and Grand Duchess Elena Vladimirovna of Russia. Princess Marina was also a first cousin of Prince Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh, who was married to Queen Elizabeth. This familial connection renders Prince Michael both a second cousin and a first cousin once removed of King Charles III. As a result of his lineage, Prince Michael has royal relatives in England, Greece, Denmark, and Russia. In addition, Prince Michael of Kent has two siblings, his older brother, Prince Edward, the current Duke of Kent, and his sister, Princess Alexandra. He was born during the Second World War, and tragically, his father, Prince George, Duke of Kent, lost his life in a plane crash near Dunbeath in Scotland just 7 weeks after Prince Michael's birth. At age 5, Prince Michael had a prominent role as a page boy in the wedding ceremony of Princess Elizabeth and Lieutenant Philip Mountbatten, who later became the Duke of Edinburgh. He was educated at Sunningdale School and Eton College. It's at Eton where Prince Michael displayed linguistic abilities. Alongside his fluency in French, he possessed a working knowledge of German and Italian. Additionally, he became the first member of the royal family to study Russian, achieving qualifications as an interpreter. After completing his studies at Eton, he continued his education at the Royal Military Academy Sandhurst and served in the military for 2 decades. Following a distinguished military career spanning 20 years, during which he served in Germany, Hong Kong, and Cyprus, Prince Michael retired from active service in 1981, holding the rank of Major. On love and marriage. Upon his marriage to Baroness Marie Christine von Reibnitz, a German divorcee, Prince Michael of Kent faced the necessity of relinquishing his place in the line of succession. However, his position was later reinstated. This all changed when the Succession to the Crown Act came into force in 2013, although he is now 52nd in line to the throne. Baroness Marie Christine, now widely known as Princess Michael of Kent, is renowned for her captivating glamour. The couple exchanged vows in June 1978 through a civil ceremony held in Vienna, having obtained special permission from Pope John Paul II due to the princess's Catholic faith. Princess Michael has achieved notable success in the creative industry and has amassed a considerable fortune throughout her career. She is the author of multiple novels focused on European royalty and founded her own interior design company. Additionally, she served on the Victoria and Albert Museum Board for 13 years before assuming the role of president at Partridge Fine Art. She holds a deep fondness for Siamese and Burmese cats and cheetahs, which she had as a pet during her youth. Prince and Princess Michael of Kent are blessed with 2 children. Their son, Lord Frederick Windsor, aged 44, is an Oxford-educated banker. He is married to Sophie Winkleman, known for her role in the television show Peep Show. Their daughter, Lady Gabriella Kingston, aged 42, pursued a career in journalism and tied the knot with Thomas Kingston in a glamorous ceremony attended by notable personalities in 2019. Both children occupy positions further down the line of succession to the British throne. In 2002, it came to light that the Kents were residing in Kensington Palace without paying rent, despite not being engaged in full-time official duties. As a result, Queen Elizabeth decided to cover their rent expenses using her personal funds. Kensington Palace officials clarified the situation, stating, "The Queen is paying the rent for Prince and Princess Michael of Kent's apartment at a commercial rate of £120,000 annually from her private funds. This rent payment by the Queen is in recognition of the royal engagements and work for various charities which Prince and Princess Michael of Kent have undertaken at their own expense and without any public funding." However, in 2010, an agreement was reached that the Kents would be responsible for paying their rent moving forward. He is a non-working royal family member, but engages in public charity events yearly. Prince Michael of Kent appeared at royal events and occasionally represented the late Queen at state funerals in India, Cyprus, and Swaziland. Unlike his siblings, Prince Edward, Duke of Kent, and Princess Alexandra, he does not receive any allowance or parliamentary annuity for his representation of the crown. Prince Michael actively participates in approximately 100 charitable organizations and groups, holding the position of patron in many of them. On an annual basis, he carries out over 200 public engagements in support of these nonprofit initiatives, all funded by his personal household. The range of charities he supports is diverse, reflecting his interests in areas such as transportation, as demonstrated by his patronage of the Brooklands Museum Trust. Additionally, his dedication to Russia is evident through his own charity, the Prince Michael of Kent Foundation, which focuses on promoting the country's heritage, culture, health, and postgraduate business education. He returned a Russian honor amid the invasion of Ukraine. Prince Michael has a strong interest in Russia and is fluent in Russian. He has a distant familial connection to the Romanovs, the final imperial family of Russia. His maternal grandmother, Grand Duchess Elena Vladimirovna, was a first cousin of Nicholas II, making Prince Michael a first cousin twice removed of the last Russian Tsar. In July 2018, he visited St. Petersburg to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the execution of the Tsar, Tsarina, and their children. However, in March 2022, amid the invasion of Ukraine, Prince Michael decided to step down from his role as the patron of the Russo-British Chamber of Commerce. Additionally, he returned the Order of Friendship, a prestigious Russian honor that he had received from former Russian President Dmitry Medvedev in 2009. A spokesperson for the prince confirmed this action, stating, "I can confirm that HRH Prince Michael of Kent is returning his Russian Order of Friendship. There will be no further comment." The Kents are no strangers to controversies. Prince Michael has not solely relied on his military background. According to various reports, he has independently established his career in business consultancy. In 1978, the same year they got married, Prince Michael and his wife, Princess Michael, established a business called Cantium Services. The couple has been open about their eagerness to seize every opportunity to generate income. Princess Michael once famously stated that she would go anywhere for a hot meal, and even attended the opening of a Happy Eater restaurant near Guildford on the A3 in the early 1980s. In 2012, it was revealed that Prince Michael had received over £320,000 from oligarch Boris Berezovsky over 6 years. This financial support was intended to assist with their business's staff expenses. It is important to note that there have been no allegations of wrongdoing in this matter. Their company, which operated in the property, education, and new technologies sector, was closed down in March of the previous year. As per the investigation conducted by The Times, Prince Michael holds a 1% ownership stake in Remit Radar, a British company described as a transfer marketplace on LinkedIn. Notably, he shares this stake with Russian business partners. In 2018, Remit Radar received a noteworthy investment of £100,000 from Maxim Viktorov, associated with oligarch Boris Rotenberg. In 2021, Prince Michael was caught in an undercover operation where individuals posing as gold investors approached him. In their interaction, he mentioned that he could be hired for a daily fee of £10,000 to provide confidential representations to President Vladimir Putin. According to reports by The Times, the royal expressed his willingness to endorse the fictional company of the undercover reporters by recording a speech for £150,000 utilizing his residence at Kensington Palace as the backdrop. Following the emergence of reports about selling access, Prince Michael's spokesperson issued a statement clarifying that the royal does not maintain a special relationship with Putin. The statement highlighted that there had been no contact between them since 2003. What do you think about this video? If you enjoyed it, please show your support by giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to Modest Narratives for additional royal content. Remember to check out the end screens for more stories about the Kents.